Now, more and more people in London are opting to share home ownership, and some firms say they're simply overwhelmed with demand. Graham Phillips from the Guinness Partnership, which organises shared ownership homes, is with me now in the studio. Welcome, Graham. I think there's lots of people sort of have fears of shared ownership. Although it's a nice idea, they fear that, you know, once you're in there, you're locked in. Is that the case?
It's not the case, no. Today is quite an exciting day for us, really. It's the launch of our week-long campaign, Shared Ownership Week. That's a campaign to really raise awareness of shared ownership. I think there are some myths that need to be dispelled. So this campaign, week-long campaign, we want to publicise what shared ownership is, how people register, and more importantly, who's eligible, because I think there are some people that don't understand that they're eligible.
Talk us through that, because again, I think there's a sort of sense, like owning anything in London, you need to earn huge amounts of money. Where do you need to be earning to be thinking this is possible?
Well, figures from the National Housing Group show that we are aiming for between £32,000, that's a household income, so there could be two people, or it may be up to a maximum which the government set, which is 90,000. So we kind of really tailor for everybody, and some of the eligibility criteria that we used to have, for example, we only used to be able to offer shared ownership to key workers, nurses, ambulance people, but now shared ownership is available to everybody as long as you fall under that income threshold of £90,000.
It's interesting that you say under the 30, but £32,000 is achievable, I think, for a couple, certainly. Do you think more people could know about this?
I think they could, and that's why we're doing this campaign. We have a website. If people Google Shared Ownership Week, you can actually register for shared ownership in your area. We've got something like 16,500 homes in London currently under being developed. So we need people to register so we know where to plan our future homes. The Guinness Partnership, who I work for, we actually have a development in Loughborough Park, which is coming next year, and that's 133 shared ownership homes, and they're much needed homes.
I mean, they're much needed. We've still got a huge shortage. It's the issue we talk about probably more than anything, London journalists, the housing crisis. Is enough being done, do you think? Are we getting there? Do we feel that the new mayor can come in and tackle some of these issues?
I think we can. What we need to be aware of is that the funding needs to be available. People do still want to own their own home. The economy is one of those things where it doesn't change people's ultimate aim of owning their own home, and that's what we really want to look after as part of this campaign for the week.
And just finally, Graham, the websites, remind us how people can find out more.
So if people go to sharedownershipweek.co.uk, you can actually see all of the housing associations in the capital that are offering shared ownership, and that will include ones that are available right now for you to move into, and actually you can register. So if you're thinking of starting to save for a deposit, register now, and then we'll let you know when those homes become available. And just quickly on deposits, actually people can enter the market in London for just as little as £5,000.
£5,000, very interesting. Graham Phillips from the Guinness Partnership, thank you very much indeed for joining us.
You're welcome.
And if you do